YouTube. John Too Tall for Baseball again with one of my favorite rudiments, the 6-stroke roll. Today I'm going to teach you two different ways to play a 6-stroke roll. The first way is a triplet form, and the second way is 16th notes and 32nd note form. The first way, the triplet form, is going to use sextuplets, and all the notes are going to be evenly spaced like this. Actually, a lot of times when you play that, it's referred to as swinging the notes. Then there's a form that the drum corps guys play, and that's with 16th notes and 32nd notes. And I'm going to play a little check pattern so you understand how it's broken down. All these, I'm going to refer to this as a square version of it. So it's all based on 16th notes, and you will hear gaps in this one. So 16th notes, so you notice these two rhythms are completely different. One of them is going to have gaps in it with the 16th notes because you're playing 16th notes and then you're going to double the second and the third 16th note of that grouping. So one E and you're going to double E and one E and two. So okay, it's a different rhythm than swinging the sextuplets like this. Okay, so now let's talk about how to practice that. The triplet version, what I'm going to do, what I have to learn how to do is play open doubles like this. Okay, so my bounce is a little slower and it's subdivided in triplets. So that's working the left hand. Now let's work the right hand. So when you're practicing this, you want to practice one hand at a time. Do it over and over and over and over and over and over again until you're very, very comfortable with it before you move to the other hand. And your hands need to be very loose when you're doing this. So now let's do the other hand. Okay, now here's the tricky part. Keeping the accented notes high, loud, and then the unaccented notes, keeping them softer. I remember practicing this as a kid, and it drove me crazy because I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong when the whole time I was trying to make the unaccented notes about almost as accented as the accented notes, so it never sounded right. So again, work on keeping the lower notes consistent. Now this is a tough lick to play. If you haven't played very long, and you haven't had any lessons really, this is a tough lick to get. So it may take you a month or two to get it. I don't know. Maybe take longer. I know it took me a long time to get this, but it is kind of tricky, and if you stick with it and you be patient, you'll get this. So again, sooner or later you'll get a little bit more speed. And then if you keep on with it, you get even more speed. Steve Gadd plays this lick over and over again. If you ever listen to any of his records, he plays this all the time. Now let's play the drum corps version. This is the square version. It's harder to get because it's tricky. Here we go. Okay, again, we're going to work for getting those lower notes consistent. And we're going to keep our hands moving in a 16th note flow. Everything is 16th notes, whether I double it or I'm just playing singles. So in other words, if I had somebody playing 16th notes right along with me, everything should line up. Oh, there you have it. One of my favorite rudiments, the 6-stroke roll. If you have any comments, leave those below. If you have any questions, let me know about those. Thanks for watching. Bye.